another motion about this, and that is due to the fact that we have a definitive article, and the article is focused on authorizing the Board of Selectmen to move forward to negotiate, to Laurel's point, a final agreement, and then also allowing the Board of Selectmen to enter into a 99-year agreement, or just to petition the legislature for special legislation that because this warrant article is focused on these two items, that that we do not support any amendments that are made on town meeting floor that would change this in any way, especially the term sheet.
So in other words, just to clarify, by definite, what you're saying is by definition, any amendment that comes to the floor would substantively change the article, and
Right.
therefore it would not
proceed. It would
not
kill
be
the
able
deal.
to proceed as a home rule petition because it wouldn't mirror North Reading's.
Right.
So therefore, you're asking the board to take a position to say now in open session that we're not going to support any
Right.
amendments.
I think it's important to be clear. We were not clear last time that was a deal breaker. So it was something that the town manager requested that we take a position on that. So that's why I'm making the motion.
So that is a motion.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion?
I would like to just address that for a minute. It does make me a little uncomfortable that we would say that we wouldn't entertain any potential amendment from the floor without knowing what that might be. It does restrict everyone's opportunity to discuss it on the floor of town meeting. That's really why we're calling them in there.
Well, I think an amendment could be made and the community could discuss it, but I think what this, correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, but I think what the position we would be taking now is to say that we're going to recommend disapproval of any amendment. Is that correct? Because I don't think it's for us to be able to say the community can't make and discuss an amendment.
They can make it.
Right, I think that substantively changes.
The moderator's job.
Correct.
Not ours. But it would be, sometimes when an amendment comes up and then it comes back to the board to discuss, we're in that situation where we're in a town meeting and then trying to deliberate up here, and it's, so what we're saying is, we're not going to recommend approval of any amendment. It's up to the moderator and town meeting to decide whether they're discussing it. Does that make sense?
We're going to have to weigh in on the amendment that's made.
Yeah, we would have to weigh,
the
so this
question
is like saying we're not going to
do we
vote in favor of an amendment because it would substantively change the article and therefore defeat its chances.
No, I understand the purpose of the amendment or of your motion this evening, and I certainly appreciate it. I'm not trying to change any of the structure of the deal, but I think it's just a little preemptive to commit to say that we won't entertain anything.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. If we want to, then what we would have to do is just figure out if an amendment is made, how to deal with it on the floor.
Just have to slow it down, discuss it.
Yeah, the moderator could stop and allow us to deliberate.
Yeah, I mean, it's been done before. It's been done once before. Just it's a little kludgy, but I'm certainly fine with that.
And I understand what Chris is getting, and I certainly, and it happened last time, so we understand that when you make an amendment on the floor that would substantively change the article, then, like last time, it wouldn't be able to move forward, so then we're here again, so.
Perhaps it would make sense in the opening comments from a member of the board to say up front, before the presentations begin, that any amendment could effectively, or any substantive amendment could effectively terminate the agreement from moving forward. You're just putting it out there, and that at least provides some context and understanding before the deliberation begins.
Point is well taken.
Yeah.
Point is well taken.
Thanks.
So I'll withdraw my
You
motion.
don't withdraw the motion?
I withdraw my motion.
Okay, so he's withdrawn the motion.
Yep.
so. Okay.